Okay, guys, welcome back. I have think about it, and I decided to return to a previous save, and the save where we were about to go out from Avernum. The reason that I decided this is because we were very deep here in the Ophalat outpost, and we were out of supplies. So I decided that instead of going out with what we have here, which is the 3 bros, 9 lyric and 3 changers, which is basically a very small amount of coin and basically no supplies. That is an important thing to take here into account. So now I know what to do. We have all of the scrap metal and we can buy supplies with this amount of money. But you see, there's not too much uh, of supplies that we can buy with this amount. So I think that the best thing that we can do is to sell the scrap metal. So if we do this and drop this here, we're going to have 30 bros. Now, I know the whole thing is that we have to go to Davin and sell the scrap metal. That was the initial plan, but I think that at this point, because we have within our inside our comitatus, we have an additional passenger that is Sedarias, and Sedarias is a black knight, and he is forcing us to do whatever we gotta do. Now, let's see, equipment. We can buy more space, extra storage. There you go. The extra storage is very I can buy it and I can place it in here. And as you can see, we're going to be able to get more storage. Apparently, I don't see where is the extra storage located here, but apparently we have more. Beast cargo plus 35. Okay, and here this is going to give us, I think that's okay. Now let's buy the equipment. So we're going to buy for something around 15 days. Every 250 is for 3 days. So we have 9. Oh, we cannot buy more. We have 16 days maximum. Okay, we can say that this is a good. This might be a good amount of resources, supplies. Let's see. We have 7 scouts.
Battle stations. Battle stations!
I have something around 1 minute to tell you what is Victor's Wargaming and why you should stay here and subscribe. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the best Wargaming channel in YouTube. In this channel, I try demos, do videos about turn-based, real-time tactics, real-time strategy, grand strategy, and mill sims.
Impressive.
What are you waiting for? This is the moment for you to subscribe. Let's get on with the video. Well, we have 3 scouts and we need 5, so we're going to buy more. Guarding your camp, even in the most rudimentary way, puts a strain on your guards. Okay, so we have 13 slaves. We're hungry. They are much in use. Because we haven't, we were ill-eaten, so that's something that we have to take into account. 15 days. Now, take into account that the more guys that you add, the less you're going to get here, the less amount of days that you're going to get here. That's something that you have to understand when understanding what to do here. We can always kill the mount and get a little bit of... We can do this. Yeah. can always kill the mount, you know? Let's buy more guards. Ten guards. I think it's going to be more than enough. So we can guard the encampment. Still, we have 14 days, which is 2 weeks. I think this is the best thing we can do. So we're going to rest right now. And let us do this. Where's Sedarias, by the way? Let's do this one. And we have 13 days. So where's Sedarias? Proceed with the ambush with the warehouse. Talk to the smiths about the equipment made of metal. Smelt those. Smelt the larger amount. Take the ingots. Smelt larger amount. And we go away. Equipment made of metal. Reinforced cards. It'll take 3 days to complete. Leave the smiths. Leave the foundries. We can sell all of this. And I think that we're going to grab this. So we're selling this again. And we have for 19 days. I think it's going to be enough. We still have this, you know. We can hire these guys as well. Okay, now let us go to the warehouse. Okay. This time we're going to do this differently. Good. So we have another fight. Let's bring cannot aid. That's okay. Okay, I can use 8 with her. She's evading too much. Say nothing. This is the part when they torture the abolitionists. Okay. 10 insight. I have done all you asked. I suppose I may go along with this, but you'll have to give me more than promised now. And he says that we're going to get our reward if we fight and we defeat all of the encampments. Okay, let's do this thing here. They're fervent, sustained. They're defiant, by the way. So let us do this. I don't know why they are so angry. We need to be well fed. Never mind. So at this point, what we're going to do is let's go here. Do you need to hire some strong arms? There's things he can sell and other things he'd buy of you. Ask him why he's called the Blue-Faced. Let's do this one. So you're planning on doing something reckless? Gods give you luck, friend. I'll provide the rest, but what do you need from me? You need someone to stand alongside you guys in the fighting pits. You made up your mind. Let's see, this is The eyes of the kingpin light up with a dangerous gleam when you mention the pits. I'll be damned, so you're also a Lanista? He guffaws and pats your shoulder. That's fine, really. I might even watch the fights if your crew is involved, and I know just the guy who would suit you. His name is Boro, but many just call him the Breaker. I'll arrange him to join you for a fight. If you need him for another fight, come back and we'll talk. Hire him. Let's hire him. Okay. Can we go to the pits, I think? No. So at this point, so we sold many of the scrap, much of the scrap metal, but that's okay. 17 days is more than enough. So I think we're good to go. So, oh wait. No. My contribution to the journey. More supplies for 21 days. We'll already pay the tax. The brothers, come on, let's go. Okay.
With the Black Knight's investigation concluded in Avernum, we were yet again chained to his will and purpose. Commandeered from our original venture, we set out across vast plains of sand and rock in search of escaped slaves that preyed upon travelers. We could only dream that we'd make it out of this predicament alive and could return to our journey eastwards.
Okay, we have 20 days of supplies, which is fantastic. We're well fed, invigorated, and we're fervent. The only problem is the mutinous situation with the slaves. Okay. Okay, so let us move. We gotta go first to here. So we have to cross to Utvorar, go to Vitrar, and go down. Because there's no way we can get into here for some reason. I don't know how to reach this place, even though it's 3 to 4 days, but the village is 2 days travel. Okay, so let's go to the village in, I think it's here. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go to the deputies very quickly. So we're going to assign her here. And that's it. We're going to do this and do this. These are going to be now unruly, which is good, but energetic. I don't know if we can do submissive with 150% nourished. I think it's good. Pay now, and there we go. So, end the day. And this is what we wanted. So now we can scout. This is the scouting icon. We already know about this. Let's see about hunting. Guarantee the success here. And we're going to go for a distance of 3 nodes away. And I think it's going to cost us 3, but we're going to use this so we can get more movement points and the scouts. And at this point we can see several stuff here that the results of the scouting, the success of the scouting in each direction indicates by the chevron. Here we have where the chevron here. This is the success. So we have a success in here. I think exactly where we are is a good place to scout. Okay, so scout now. I think here, yeah. So I think we're going to scout in here. We lost the vigor here. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, let's pay now. Do this. Okay. 17 days. We are right now getting close to the Jakra. That's the first thing that we have to do. That'll be south here, I think. Yes, it's here. Let's see if we can find. We don't have more. Okay. Let's do that one. Subservient. There we go. 15 days of supplies, we're good. And now we're basically here. So where is it? If we send for scouts and see for events, send the scouts. We have events up in here as well. For example, also combat. Okay, interestingly enough, I think we can march in here. I think it's here. Let's find it here. There's no chakra here. Success in foraging, that's good. So now we're going to wait in here again. Paying now. Devoted, that's what we want. Fresh. There we go. 14 days. We ate something around 2 days of supplies, but we're fresh and we're fantastic at this point. Okay, we're doing good. Now, where's the chakra thing? I think we are going to be able to move through here. Let's do this. Okay, we stay here with this. We go to pay now. No bonuses. $13 okay. I don't know where is this thing. It's kind of weird that we don't find it. If we move further here, I don't know. But I have to move down here. It's important. So we will have to move here. Okay. And it's down here. This is the outlaw. Are we to find events or something here? Let's see. We have an event here and an event here. Okay. We're waiting here. We move forward here. Where's the event? Is it here? Are you kidding me? How come? Okay, where's the event here exactly? Okay, we are here 10 days, so okay, here is the area of the outlaw chieftain. Good. Fantastic. Capture the chieftain. So, the air in the open desert is incredibly hot, and today it grows even hotter. Although you would not have thought this to be possible. Soon you find out why. From the direction the comitatus is headed, the infamous winds of the wasteland came up and grow within a matter of minutes into a tremendous unceasing gale. Luckily, it is not strong enough to whip up a full-blown sandstorm, but it makes getting ahead extremely difficult nonetheless. You and your comrades find yourself almost knee-deep in swirling sand and struggling with every single step. You can imagine this situation, right? Even your beasts press themselves at an angle against the windstorm. So, analyzing the direction of the gales, you find an angle that makes it somewhat easier to press on, because we're perceptive. It was just an event. It was not something... we can be more perceptive, by the way. So survival, let's see, we're going to go for, we have a lot of points here. Advanced actions as well as the ability to rise to combat. We can do the encourage to rise the morale. This is one. Also, we're going to do the healer. I will go full healer, and Let's do this one as well. We forgot to do those. So now we can rest in here. Okay, scouts report seeing signs of an encampment among the dunes. It is poorly hidden, Vagrus. They either trust the place to be avoided due to the quicksand in all directions, or they don't give a damn. The scouts who return after seeing the camp from afar reports. The relatively flat terrain makes approach easier, but may also make it easier for the comitatus. Now we have to think about this. This is already high. Send scouts to seize up the camp, and we don't need to use resourcefulness because it is already high, and this is useful in combat. Send them. We failed. Having been instructed to approach angles and how far to go, your scouts disappear into the dunes and return in half an hour. They look worried and morose. You realize one of them is missing. Apologies, Vagrus, but we had to withdraw. Joka is dead, fell into a pit trap. We're lucky he didn't make a sound so we weren't discovered. Couldn't recover the body though. We don't know how long it takes them to discover it. You curse foully. Sedarias urges an attack as you expected. Scouts only learn that the camp is defended and is similar in size to your comitatus. Approach the fight. Armed and ready for battle, your fighting crew approaches among the dunes, accompanied by its Argorodite contingent led by Sedarias. You're halfway to the encampment when a shrill war cry rings out and a large group of armed men charge you. In a matter of moments, a fierce melee is underway. The enemy seems to be a ragtag band of outlaws and liberated slaves, but they put up quite a fight. There's no time for elaborate strategies, yet your orders will surely decide the fate of many today. As Koveas, the escaped gladiator and leader of this encampment, enters the fray with his most trusted men, your people start to fall left and right. There's no chance he can turn the tide now, but he could still cause a lot of damage. So you and your companions regroup immediately to deal with the outlaw chieftain. Sedarias emerges out of the melee and leaps at your side. So now we have found Koveas and we have found one of the encampments. So these are two birds with one stone. That's Koveas. Okay, what was that? Exactly? That one. So he's like accuracy reduced and something like that? Okay, let's do the following. Let's concentrate power against this one. Okay, I'm going to bring this one to the front. He's blocking. We got him. Why don't you attack me instead of attacking the one that has fallen? Okay, there we go. So now we grab, the battle is over, the crew is victorious, Koveas is among the wounded. However, his chances of survival start to look less and less rosy when Sedarias grabs him by the neck and drags him aside to execute him. Now, we can try to convince him. It's a moderate a chance, but this, even if I go and use the resourcefulness, I have seen that it is not going to secure the success. It was a success. So now, when you tell Sedarias that enslaving Koveas again and letting him die a spectacularly bloody death in the arena would be more of a punishment than simply killing him here, he grunts thoughtfully and then lowers his sword. Cunning Vagrus, though the methods of Balurkal usually earn the disdain of Sergur's followers. In this case, I commend you for your cruelty in punishing this degenerate. Make sure he reaches the arena, the knight says, and walks away. Because, yeah, of course, we need that guy to give him to score. What's the name? What's the name of that? Scornar. Yeah. So he's going to fight in the arena. That's better. We managed to convince him. And the good thing is that every time that you try to do something like this, the actual answers of the characters change. You know, Koveas is tied up and tossed into a car. You instruct your crew to tend to his wounds and feed him sufficiently. In the meantime, your crew binds the few enemy survivors. The abolitionist camp has been eliminated and your business here is concluded. And we have obtained a lot of supplies, which means that we have 14 days again. And we have insight as well, which is fantastic. We can still move ourselves in here, and this is going to be fantastic because now we just have to go here and find the other encampments. The good thing is that finding the other encampments will allow us to get more supplies each time. So as you can see, we have learned here a very important lesson, and I have learned this by understanding that you have to get your supplies every time that you get out of a city. You have to have enough money to pay these guys because you have to be careful about this attribute here. Obedience is one of the most important things. Now, we need more guards. You know, we can, as I said, we can always kill the beasts and eat the beasts meat. But for example, we have 6 guards, and it says here, this coin is going to show you, it's going to turn yellow, and then it's going to turn red if you don't have enough guards to protect the encampment. This is another thing that you have to take into account here. The only thing that I haven't understood at this point is the scouting thing. It's a little bit difficult to understand. I think that when you send the scouts, and for example, in this amount of nods, for example, 3 nods of distance, and send scouts, you will have some flags here, and as far as I understand, this is exactly the place where you're going to find stuff. If you go for events or something, or you go for foraging or hunting, you can hunt there and you're going to get the actual supplies there. That's what I understand at this point. I'm not sure if that's correct. Again, we have here, I think we need a little bit more of authority here. This is going to be very, very important. Also, we need what is this? We have navigation, scouting, base, skulker, or well, skulker. We can go for mighty, for example. We can go for strong-minded. I think hunting is going to be good. Hunting chance. And a little bit of authority. Okay? A little bit of authority is going to be good. So again, oh, look at this. We can drop this one and grab this. This is bugweed. When smoked, bugweed makes one relaxed and gleeful. Sought after throughout the known world. So we can sell salt as well, the most well-known spice. Obsidian, which is very common material. So I think I will drop this one instead of this one. You know, I cannot do that. So I'm going to drop that one. And 3 to 4 days to the northeast. So that'll be here, I think. So let's move here. And see if we can still send scouts to see. Ah, there you go. So here we have expires in 2 days. Let's see, hunting, if it's possible. 39% in the third one. So this means that, wait. What this means, if we are in the third one, this expires in 2 days. I think this is going to expire in 2 days. So if I go here and I scout there, let me check that. So if I scout there, we're going to be able to get ourselves, let's see, acquire supplies, and foraging was a success. Still have 14 days, which is fantastic. You can use this and go further. So I think right now gotta go here. But so we wait here, pay now, and yeah, I think let us advance here. Oh, I didn't test that again. So for example, here we have that. Send scouts for hunting. We still see this one here expires in. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. And now I will send this, but it fails. I don't know why. Does that mean that I can send this guys here like this? I think it's like that. And no, it fails. So that's the thing. I'm a little bit confused about that. Let's see. I think it's here. Let's go there. Yeah, there it is. It's either here or here. I think it's here. So I think it's here. The encampment is down here. I'm sure. There we go. So it was about half an hour ago that you had first seen the rocky outcrops among the endless yellow sand dunes. Now that your scouts have returned from reconnaissance and not only reported that there have to be a system of caves under the rocks, but also that the caves are clearly occupied, Sedarias and his cronies are adamant that you should mount an attack. They have no doubt that this has to be one of the abolitionist camps we're looking for. So let's go for the attack. Enter the caves with the fighting crew. And there are two main cave entrances. Sedarias and his cohorts attack one while you lead your fighters against the other. Javelins and pellets starts flying as soon as you approach the wide opening at the end of the ravine. The attempt to break through the cave entrance turns into a veritable bloodbath. Many of your fighters fall by the time you reach the far end of the spacious hall on the inside. Eventually, the Sergorodites manage to crush the defenses at the other entrance and joins you in the skirmish in an attempt to overpower the abolitionist. Now, Sedarias and all of these Sergorodites they want to kill these guys so badly. The bloodthirst of the Sergorodites against the abolitionist is very, very brutal. Okay, now we fight. I don't know if we are going to manage, but there we go. We can bring him here. That was a critical. I did one as well. Wait, I can revive her. Okay, I need to move her. There we go. I don't want her to die. Okay, good job. The abolitionists in the Great Hall are defeated. Those that were wounded or surrender are begging for their lives. Most of their pleas fall on deaf ears as the Sergorodites execute them one by one with an eerie glee. You can see Javik's expression on all this cruelty clearly does not make him happy. This large cavernous hall, where the two main entrances led to, has several exits. You, Sedarias, and your companions take a group of fighters and head down the main corridor that leads deeper into the belly of the rocks, while the Sergorodites contingent secures the hall and the other tunnels. Though you are sure that the main force of the enemy is broken, the corridors could be defended by remnants if they dig in. You reach a T-junction. Looking left, there's a tunnel that leads into a huge hole, and the right-hand corridor is dark. We go to the dark corridor. So you walk carefully down the corridor, narrowing your eyes in the hopes of seeing better in the gloom. After about 30 paces, you reach the dead end. You are about to turn back when Morwen taps your shoulder. There's a tunnel or room behind this, she says quietly, indicating a wide stone slab leaning at the rock. It takes the combined effort of Sedarias, Morwen, and several fighters to remove the slab, but it was worth it. There's a storeroom here with all kinds of goodies. You can return here after you are done and collect the loot. Morwen peeks into the room briefly while Sedarias is impatiently gritting his teeth. Is there something hidden in the cracks of the wall? There is indeed a hidden stash on the crevices. Inside are several jugs filled with valuables. You take these now and return to the room later for the rest of the loot. Look at that. Look at the supplies. We have 15 days supplies now. Your cohort enters a large cavern, but we have more than we can carry, so we will have to choose what to leave behind. Okay, so your cohort enters a large cavern. A hole in the ceiling lets in just enough sunlight to illuminate most of the great hall. You quickly discern that this is a living chamber, strewn with animal skins, bedrolls, fire pits, and amphorae filled with water. The enemy is upon you so quickly that your companions barely have time to react. Several feral-looking fellows, clear escaped slaves, jump at you. Another fight. Okay. I don't want him to be there, to be honest. Now it's just Sedarias. Come on. Come on, we need a critical. This Linger cannot make too much damage, so I'm going to do a Vengeance here. So this is going to buff my attack. Okay. With a gurgling death cry, the last abolitionist fighter falls to the ground and an eerie quiet settles on the caves. For a long time, the only thing you hear is your rapid heartbeat and the heavy breathing of the survivors. The wounded are tended to and all the tunnels and corridors are secured. Your companions are badly beat up but will survive. You're listening to Morwin's report on casualties when Javik walks up to you with clenched fists and an angry frown. These bastards are now contemplating the murder of children, women, and the infirm. Yeah, I knew that because these guys are... they are blind with hate. You can see that the Sergordite cohort has gathered everyone they capture into the far end of the hall. Most of them are indeed the children of escaped slaves, very old slaves, or the few wounded. And there are women. It isn't clear what they plan. We can leave them or try to persuade him. You walk up to Sedarias and tell him you wish to take in all the slaves. He gives you an incredulous look, then shakes his head. I should have expected something like that from you, Vagrus. The slaves. Their lives mean nothing, and those lives are for fate. We're planning to give you the few useful ones as a token of our gratitude for taking part in the fight. Oh, thank you, Sedarias. Thank you. You haven't, given nothing to me since the beginning of this shit. The rest will remain here because they are not worth the bother. Too young or too old. They'll get a taste of real freedom. Now, I'm going to do this. This doesn't secures the high chances of success, but there you go. Success. Sedarias sides after you bombard him with arguments. He finally caves and waves you away, looking tired. Fine, it shall be as you wish, Vagrus. But know that these slaves will not be worth much to you for a while, and it's up to you to feed them and take care of them. My men will not tolerate setbacks and impertinence stemming from their presence. The slaves, wounded, old, young, all of them, join your comitatus. Even though they are no longer free, they are alive. And Javik considers this an act of mercy and thanks you heartily. If we were to fail, I know that he would be disappointed. So we can sell them in Avernum. So 150 supplies, captive slaves, and 3 slaves. So there we go. We still have 1 point here. So we can try to reach the other place that I think is going to be... Where could it be? Up in here, I think. How many slaves do we have? 19 slaves, but they're submissive. I think they're submissive because, you know... oh. What's that? Did we just waste it? No. Ah, yeah, I know what to do. We have here the cargo. So we can drop this. We can grab this, which looks very, very expensive. And I don't know why. How come... this is just one slot. This extra storage. One single slot, you know? So we can do the obsidian. Metal Starved World obsidian is popular material. So that one is good. This is so difficult, and this is where everything goes. Everything goes like, you know, it becomes very difficult to do the logistics here, because first of all, I don't know what is the value of these things, and perhaps it says grain, 20 units of grain, for example. Full of grain, an amphora full of grain, fairly rare since the calamity, as the changed world does not support its cultivation. So this means it's good. Obsidian plates is good, I think, but I'm not leaving this. Why I should leave this? I don't know if this is the smoked buckwheat makes one relaxed and gleeful, and then we have spice. Very handy in a world where common food is fairly tasteless. This could be good. This could be good. But still, living supplies, you know? I don't think this is going to make a big difference. If it makes 30 or something, 13 days, I think it would be good, but it doesn't even make another day, so it is not worth it. And look at this. Is it worth common but valuable? No. I still prefer, I don't know, spice instead of this. This better, I don't know, spice. Okay, I'm going to drop this. There we go. At the end of the day, we're going to reach Taven without scrap metal. Okay. Let's march. Distressed. We don't have good morale, by the way. Okay. So we're supposed to reach the other place, somewhere around here. I can still do this. So for example, if I do this, I can see that here, a 97, 100%, another stuff in here and here. Very interesting. We just wasted a little bit of this thing. Okay, let's do the liberate. If we do this, we can punish them, gaining obedience. No matter how hard you search for it, the stolen goods are never found. So yeah, the slaves are consuming those things. So let's go here. Just waiting here. We don't have any problems with that, but we can use this to increase the stress is going to be okay. Yeah. And also I can do this. Compliant. There we go. We don't have good morale, by the way. But that's the price that we have to pay. At the end of the day, we need to reach here. And we're about to reach here in 1 to 2 days. We have 7 days of this thing. We can push forward here. I think I can do this. If no, we're not doing that. Doing here, going for this 5 days. That's okay. Here we go. We're getting close. 1 day to for travel to get and finish this this thing. You know, we are in the Caldarius 21. That's Caldarius day 21, week 4. So yeah. So we're going to leave it here, and soon we're going to reach here, finishing the tasks for that guy. I hope that we're going to get 4 days of supply, so we can get somewhere around here to get back supplies or something like that. I think this is the best place because we can pass through the hunting grounds here. So yeah. Okay, this was Victor. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching.